Hi everyone, we're here with Vincenzo Perrone. He is president of Kohler Engines, and we're here to talk about the new KDH hydrogen engine.
Thank you. Great to see you again at this great show here, Agritechnica. So here is the KDH. It's our hydrogen engine, and there are many hydrogen engines that have been already announced. I think what makes this really unique is that we have chosen the path of direct injection for the hydrogen, which means that we are able to maintain the same level of power, torque, and transient response that we have on the same engine running on diesel fuel. So in our vision, this is going to serve those OEM customers that will have in production one machine with a diesel engine. Maybe they will be one machine full electric, and then the same machine instead of diesel running on hydrogen. And essentially they will be able to maintain the same engine compartment, the same hood design, the same cooling package, just plug and play a different fuel to run your machine.
You described it in your speech, in your introduction, as a drop-in replacement for a diesel equivalent, the KDI.
Yes, so this is exactly that. This is the base of this hydrogen engine is our well-proven, bulletproof 2.5 liter KDI engine. There are some modifications because now this unit runs on hydrogen, but this is exactly the same footprint, and more importantly, I would say the same performance, power, torque, transient response of the very well-known and successful 2.5 liter KDI engine.
What do you have to do to the engine compartment to make it, to prepare it for the new hydrogen engine?
The engine compartment?
Yeah.
Really nothing from the engine compartment. Yeah,
that's surprising.
Because, usually the engine compartment is determined by the footprint of the engine and the cooling pack. These are the two main components that determine the design, the shape, and the volume needed to accommodate the engine. So from that standpoint, up to the fuel line, I would say, you don't need to change anything.
Wow.
Obviously, there will be, hydrogen storage tanks on board of the machine. That's obviously different than the diesel tanks. But looking exclusively and focusing on the engine compartment, this is going to require no change at all from what an OEM customer is using today with our KDI 2.5 liter engine.
And you spoke about improving the Scope 3?
Yes. That's obviously because the engine, hydrogen doesn't have any carbon in it, in the molecule.
Absolutely.
So there is no zero carbon emissions. So that is going to be a significant contribution to our decarbonization strategy, particularly for Scope 3 emissions, in-use emissions. Together with the rest of our initiatives, our engines are fully certified to run on HVO. We are also member of the e-Fuel Alliance, so we also talk about these synthetic diesel and gasoline fuels to run engines and be carbon neutral. So this is just another step in our offering to be consistent with a very strong commitment to reduce the carbon footprint.
And lastly, when do you see it being available to customers?
It will be realistically in 2026,
I
would say. Probably there are ways to expedite the development program, but what we really need to do is finalizing some very promising discussions we're having with some OEM customers and align our product development cycle with the OEM requirements. So if they need sooner, we probably can be available in production sooner than 2026.
All right, sounds great. Vincenzo, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.